My name is Sean Betts. This is my week 1 assignment for SDI FTT 111 Firearms Inspection and Troubleshooting. Today, I'm going to go over the 8 steps in the cycle of operations, and I'm going to display proper function tests. First, I want to show that there's no live ammunition anywhere in my workspace. Today I'm gonna be working with some snap caps, some dummy rounds. Just want to display that. This is the weapon I'm gonna be working with, my Glock 19X, chambered in 9mm. Show that it's clear. Physically, visually checking. Nothing inside of here. This is my magazine. Magazine is clear. No rounds. So, to get started, I'm gonna load these 2 dummy rounds into the magazine. I'm gonna insert the magazine. So, first step, cycle of operations will be feeding. So as the slide is coming forward, it's stripping the cartridge from the magazine. It's going inside, up the ramp, into the chamber for chambering. Then we get locking. Now it's locked. The next step will be firing. I do have the weapon pointing in the safe direction. So I'm gonna pull the trigger for firing. At this point, I don't have any manual safeties on this Glock. The only safety would be the trigger safety. So already this said firing. So at this point, the striker would have hit the primer in the cartridge, creating an explosion inside the cartridge, sending the bullet to exit out the barrel. The recoil from the gases from the explosion in the cartridge would then send the slide rearward, so that we would get unlocking. As the slide continues to come back, the extractor claw would grab the rear of the case, the spent cartridge, keep coming back. It will make contact with the ejector, which is going to eject spit the spent cartridge out. At the same time, with this striker-fired Glock, when the slide comes all the way back, is actually completing another step of cocking at the same time. So now as the slide comes back forward, the cycle of operation going to start again. It's going to feed the next round from the magazine into the chamber, which we go into chambering, and then we would go into, it would lock. And we would start the whole, cycle all over again. So that's the cycle of operations. So now, take the magazine out, it's cleared again. Spit the round out. Now I'm gonna display a functions test. I'm gonna put 2 of the snap cap, the dummy rounds in there, in the magazine. Feeding, chambering, locking, get the firing. I'm gonna pull the trigger. Once I pull the trigger, you'll hear an audible snap. Now I'm gonna reset the trigger and eject the dummy round. So now you should hear another slight click when the trigger reset. And then when I pull the trigger again, that displayed that the functions is working properly. So now this time, because this is the last cartridge in the magazine, when this cartridge is ejected, the slide should stay locked to the rail, once again displaying proper function. Everything worked fine. So now take the magazine out, it's clear. Display that the weapon is clear again. Nothing inside the magazine well, nothing inside the barrel. This weapon is clear. All right, thank you.